Again, my name's Gabe Zollner. You know what the first sign of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Now we are about to conclude an experiment by having allowed a Muslim in the White House. He pretended to be an African American so he can get the African American vote, but he's a Muslim. And if the African Americans knew he was a Muslim, maybe they wouldn't have voted for him. So what do we get when we let a Muslim in the White House for 8 years? Well, he pretty much destroyed our healthcare system. He spent more money than all the presidents combined ahead of him. He's pretty much destroyed the relationship between the police and the citizens that they try to protect. He's destroyed pretty much everything that he's touched. He's got us on the brink of World War III with hairplug Biden shooting his mouth off, blaming the Russians for trying to destroy our wonderful election system, which is a complete farce. If it wasn't for Julian Assange, we wouldn't have a clue as to the level of corruption. If it wasn't for Julian Assange and WikiLeaks leaks, the hatchet face, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, would still be heading up the DNC. We owe him a great deal of appreciation and gratitude for what he's done by putting his life on the line to try to help the American people. And so now what are we on the verge of doing? Well, we're on the verge of experimenting again by putting someone in the White House that drives around in an ambulance. I mean, she drives around in an ambulance. Now you tell me this isn't insane. What we did with Obama didn't work. Not for the good of the country. And we're going to experiment again where we've got someone that wants to be president, that knows how to create and build, knows how to employ people, knows how to turn things around. Instead, we're going to allow some mental degenerate that's on life support. I think she's basically on life support. What Donald said they should do, I think, is what they need to do. Not only between Donald and Hillary, and that's drug testing. Congress needs to be drug tested. I've made countless videos on that. The Senate needs to be drug tested. They drug test pilots. They drug test military personnel. They drug test police. Who the hell is more important to drug test than those that make the laws that govern our country? If these 535 representatives were drug tested, overnight you'd lose 100 or 150. Whether they're legal or illegal, it doesn't matter. They'd be gone. Whether it's booze, it doesn't matter. They'd be gone. We don't need Congress. We don't need a Senate. They're worthless. Look what they've done for us. Nothing. Each one of these jackasses, when it's all said and done, cost us about $5 million. Each one of them. And what have they done? What did we get for our money? Nothing. Barack Hussein Obama, again, has spent more money than every single president in front of him. He never should have been allowed to go into the Oval Office. He's not an American. He was born in Kenya. But that's a different story. This isn't about Barack Hussein Obama. This is about allowing someone that travels around in an ambulance. Right now, she's probably getting pumped up with all kinds of medications so she can go on stage next week and pretend she knows what the hell she's doing. They're not going to drug test her. They're not going to drug test Donald, although they should. They should drug test both of them. And they should drug test every single member in Congress and every single senator. That's sort of what I think. And I have no idea how many times I've said that in countless videos. They all need to be drug tested. Randomly. That's sort of what I think. But who's going to do it? Who are you going to go to? You're going to demand that Attorney General Loretta Lynch implement it? You're going to go to that flake who heads the FBI, James Comey? You're going to go to him and say, hey, you need to do this? How about the CIA director, John Brennan, who speaks perfect Arabic? How about Jay Johnson, who says he's a Muslim? They're everywhere! You think not? You're entitled to your own opinion. Wake the hell up and kiss America goodbye. I did.